Welcome everybody, this is your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to our Japanese Empire in Victoria 3, where in February 1890, and still under the rule of Emperor Kome Yamato, we slowly see him age a bit. He's turning 60 soon. Yeah, you see he's not like the youngling anymore. However, a lot of things still happening. Things are happening in Asia. We've seen the expansion in the last episodes of other foreign European powers here into China. Wars in China. We've seen now a war in between Siam and Russia to open up the Siamese market. Yeah, and we also saw our increasing aggression when we kind of subjugated Korea, which now is again Joseon. I'm surprised because it was Korea before. However, they are our protectorate. We wanted to release them as a vassal state. I don't know, to be honest, don't fully know what turned wrong. However, this is at least it's a vassal with our politics set, so which is quite nice. So I think that Joseon should also improve and should contribute to our market as well, the Koreans, and they can live kind of an independent life, which is fine for us. At the moment, apart from this, we have Vietnam, also a dynam in our Japanese market. Let's quickly have a look at our market for a little yeah. to check it out. We are here in the Pacific, that's Japan itself. Here our colonies or possessions in China, and then here entire Dynam. To getting Siam in failed kind of due to their rivalry to Dynam, but we are working on this one maybe. Also, like in general, you try to increase our influence maybe in Asia. Maybe Brunei. I'd actually wondered that they don't want to come in our market since we've been... I mean, they would come with an obligation, but there are also so few, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. We have an alliance with them. Maybe it's actually... I'm not sure if this is a smart one. We'll see how this develops. Yeah, we wanted to expand our diplomatic influence over here, so that's the baseline idea. Apart from this, let's quickly go through the things we have to do up here. I already checked, the decisions are not for us right now, for like skyscraper. We do have a little bit of a bureaucracy problem again, so we have to work on this one a bit. We have tons of... Or we can declare more interest. Let's do this first. A couple of more, so yeah, let's also declare here the Central Asian areas. Europe as a full, the Caribbean. Let's do the full North Americas actually, and let's also then extend into Central Asia here. So now we've basically almost got the parts of Africa and Russia missing. However, I don't intend to get really active in there, but now we should get more notifications in general. So this is done. Let's check our trade routes. I think just for now, let's just simply quit all of the unproductive ones for the moment. Have a look at our market. Opioids are quite expensive, still like in a limited order. The arts is always quite expensive. Coal, engines, lead. Can we get some... yeah, let's actually do it from Johore. We also want to improve our relations, so engines on engines. Trade is never bad, I think. Yeah, come on, let's get some Colombian coal as well. These are tiny corrections. Won't affect the market, it's really big, but yeah. Oh, we have an excess hardwood, that's surprising. But actually that's fine for me for the moment. Shall it stay like this? Maybe somebody's going to import it anyways. Maybe then let's go actually for no priority, so maybe export is also a little bit encouraged over here. Also we should get more interest by the imports. Yeah, the Russian import route suddenly got already for hardwood got already not profitable. Then let's end it actually. Oh, also sorry, this was 2,000 of interests. Oh, let's then get it going again and then let it yeah, set up nicely with our new, and get some from the French and the Germans in as well. Let's see how this develops. Hardwood, oh, this was actually quite important, I see now, but yeah, and we will get there. In the worst case we go back to protect domestic supply, sure. Alright, apart from this, we're doing kind of fine. I think after we still like have to get rid of our infamy. Now we're from the Korea action, and I think the next target should be expansion into China again. We do want Taiwan, I think, or the Manchuria. These should be our main interests right now. Also, Manchuria provide tons of coal mine possibilities. Yeah, so we need more coal. This could be an interesting idea. Apart from this, we need to strengthen our economy as well as our military still to really fulfill our role as a global world power. All right then, guys. Then let's get going. No more talking. Maybe slide slow with a 3 speed. And yeah, see where we are going next. Okay, we're building, extending our dye plantations. I think in Guangdong was down here. Yeah, that's what we got this province for, basically. Or like we're doing still coal and iron, as we saw already. The market is still expensive. The engines. Let's have in the meantime a look at our motor industries. They're not being really extended a lot anymore, but they are fully staffed. Yeah, they are actually. Maybe let's build also a 3rd center. Tohoku. In some areas, like here in Shikoku, we're actually getting problems with our workforce. So at some point we might even have to switch some production methods. But as you see here also in Kanto, there's still a lot of peasants and unemployed left over, so this is fine. You see, okay, now we're getting all these interests activated, and therefore we're getting to know about stuff. Here's some uprising in the Dutch, probably like South Americas, which is Suriname. And here we see the Russian intervention to open up the market in Siam. Let's hope that this might drive them into our... we don't have a rivalry with the Russians anymore. Let's see if this drives Siam more and more in our arms. I mean, this would be a prime target in my opinion. Gee, we should have, like, they didn't check. They have a higher GDP than the Vietnamese, but a lower population. So it's still like same as Burma. Like, these should be the next countries. If we want to extend our diplomatic influence, I think in a sphere of influence, this would be super interesting here. Even more than these tiny split up countries here on Borneo. And we do, at the moment, we are improving our relations with the Heavenly Kingdom, since after taking this one down here, Guangdong, from him, I kind of feel like we are done with them. I just want to have this open market, which we do have, and we trade a lot, so this is our main interest, to improve relations over time with those guys. So not so much happening, it's improved, go to speed 4 maybe, where we keep on building and see how stuff develops. And again, more interest to declare. Then finish up Asia first. Okay, yeah, the Russians, no big surprise, seem to overwhelm here the CMEs. But once again, the only thing they want to do is open up the market, so yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, I don't know. I heard there's a new update or patch for Victoria 3 announced, and they didn't even really play with Voice of the People a lot. But yeah, there was some things on the sways and diplomatic plays. I think there's some updates also. They can sway somebody out who's or convinced to leave again if somebody's in. I think there's like the right motives, because here again, and I think there should be some kind of rework, because in this setup, why didn't Siam just accept opening the market instead, having this full-scale war in Siam? I don't know. Okay, we've got an event. Okay, the Ripper, gruesome murders. The Herald newspaper reports a series of horrific murders in Tohoku. According to the article, the police are powerless to stop the murderer, who they dubbed the Sendai Ripper. The ragged old market is full of police lights and pickpockets. The corpse lay face down on the street. There's a long dark stain that has been following it like a patient hunter all night. The inspector moves closer, long strides. The red becomes lighter near the head. Move the body. He moves closer again, butchered, petted. The smell won't leave the street for days. There's more inside than outside of what woman to see now. Closer, closer, a long dried, butchered, petted, repulsive. We must bring the killer to justice, of course. So it's in Tohoku. That's quite an important province of ours. I think, yeah, I feel like it happens every other game. We can improve our by investing in the police institution. I feel like we are doing this already. Yeah, perfect. So let's hope that this will be sufficient to get the Ripper. And we also, as you know, we are investing already in education right now. But why are we actually having this big deficit? I think we were in the positive already. Is there somebody who dropped out of favor? Weren't they at some point at least happy? No, never. Well, we have to see. I mean, are we doing any more government buildings? Yeah, talking constantly about these, that we need the telephones basically that will bring us forward. And we do also have still insufficient taxation. Dude, with 32, come on. But then still, what will we do? Shall we do? I mean, we can't wait forever. Let's bring some... Yeah, you know, I do this always kind of eyeballed. Yeah, let's see where this is leading us. I think a big thing is also we can switch actually to steel construction over here. So we need more steel, glass and explosives and tools. So maybe in order to prepare for that, we should also work on these factories a little bit more. Especially glass was already quite expensive most recently, I think. Let's check where we have our mainly glass production. Since others also produce porcelain, but let's go just for them and then let's round this up. I mean, they also produce glass as well. Ryukyu Islands, not really. Let's do 8 each here, yeah, that's good. And then let's have a look for the chemical plants, for the explosives. Maybe you don't have to go that hard over here. But yeah. Build some couple of level 5 plants, and yeah, after this we'll see where these where the direction goes, where we're going to. So we can slowly start switching more and more from the construction. And I think also we want to switch over here for the urban centers, which barely switched to covered markets yet, if at all. Actually, maybe we can do it in Kanto. Just for... yeah. Just for flexing reasons, basically. And yeah, the steel mills, I don't know, have we switched all of them yet? No, but I think we can. Yeah. Alright. What just happened? I saw this... I thought something just came in that was important. Or you seem to have missed it. Yeah, well, it's lovely to see how this extends. Okay. Where's this GDP increase? Ah, yeah, when okay, this is coming from, of course, from taking Korea and then releasing it again. This dip in the GDP, that makes sense, since basically their entire GDP is falling out. I should have checked out which GDP level they were before I took them over. Yeah, at least I think I remember that they had an 8.5 standard of living, and now after the release they already got better. So I really hope that Korea is kind of contributing to our market anyways a lot, and yeah, by doing so improves also indirectly the situation for Japan, and otherwise just use well, work as nice and useful buyers for Japanese products like the Vietnamese. God, coal is really... But there's a lot of coal construction going on, no? Not anymore. Maybe we can speed up everything a little bit if we... yeah, get some more... slowly, some more construction out. Starting here, Tohoku, Kanto... Can we afford Chubu as well? Are we crossing the 400? Oh, whoa, whoa, going over 60,000. Oh, and also I thought at some point I wanted to, I think I was raising the taxes during the war, and now we're at medium level. At some point I should go down from this one, but okay. Anyways, it's good now we're producing a little bit faster with 400 construction capacity. I think this should help us hopefully overcome our, again, growing deficit crisis soon, but I feel like this is already standard in Japan, these financial problems. Alright, we have events incoming, the other side of the fence in New Guinea. Alright, people have been complaining about difference in living standards between us and our neighbors in North German Federation already. We had this before. Yeah, this is in New Guinea, nobody cares. And absolutely gonna go for this one. Is this the way things are? Not worth thinking about it. And the Germans are actually our alliance partners, if I still fully remember. Are we? Yeah, the defensive pact still with the Germans, very nice. And we have in the Ripper event in Tohoku. Police in Tohoku have received a letter allegedly written by the Sendai Ripper. This cryptic note might hold the key to uncovering his identity. It sings at noon in winter. The church never during fall. If you look at it through the mirror, the capitalist, it will get nearer. If you look at it through the snow, you'll see it below. I don't get why here actually, this is super weird. I'll be in, it is the letter, okay. I'll be in after dark, come or not, you might, but bear constantly in mind that I'm not always this kind. Alright. Shall we let the... What legitimacy do we have right now? This is the decipher, how they deciphered this letter. Okay, I got it. Do we want more academics? The academics are not super strong. Maybe it's nice if we bring them over 20, so let them actually help the authority we should be able to handle. We're not passing a lot of bills right now. Most people are quite happy in here, so great stuff. Wage subsidies the trade union want, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the radical situation is okay, I think, considering because probably most of them coming from China, from discrimination. Wait a second. Actually not 100%. But I think this standard of living problem and the discrimination are like correlated, I guess. We shall see, we shall see. What is the private industry building? Arms, iron mines, tobacco, furniture, rice farms. Rice farms in Kanto, exactly. Come on, guys. I think we can afford the authority situation right now. And here the dye production is going through the roof, or where's our dye price right now? Ooh, steel and coal and glass, yeah. No, dye is actually still high. We need also more sugar, is really expensive. Can we get some, what is it, North German from our partners here for sure. From the Brits as well. And these are so tiny amounts, I really don't want to trade this sugar in this amounts. You see how much we need actually. I mean, we could support a little bit by more rice farms. Let's have a look at this in a second. Oh, groceries are also necessary. Coal, steel, glass, engines, and groceries. Kind of basic stuff, but we can't seem to can't get enough of those. Coal mines are still plenty of them in construction. Okay, good to see. But let's get actually more out there. And also, if we don't have so much workforce up here, maybe the empty positions will trigger some migration there. Then let's expand our steel mills. I think there's no decent other way. I mean, yeah, we will need it, especially if we change more towards steel construction. Let's go to 20 already here. I think this is fine. We also want to extend again the engines and then more glass. Yeah, And if we change the urban centers, there will be a huge demand in steel, so I would definitely need steel. Actually, then fill this also up here in Kanto. And also here we go to 10. Let's do a lot of glass, I think. What does glass need? Lead. Alright. Montenegro lead. No, then just also try to extend a little bit of our lead mines. Oh, we also wanted to get electricity out at some point. Ooh, a lot of to do. This kicks off right now a lot, the industrialization here. But lead is... Can't ignore the lead demand. Alright. I wanted to have a look also at groceries, exactly. Get some groceries out, and I said I wanted to support maybe with the rice farms a little bit of the sugar, but everybody's already doing fig. Okay, yeah, then we can't. Everybody's set on the fig yards already, so fine. Alright then. I think we can just observe how this goes then. Let's have a look a little bit again of detail once we're building. And we have peaceful times, we can observe a little bit closer how Japan is looking these days. Yeah. If you're a close follower of this Let's Play so far, you would notice that I think there's tons of more towns out there now, right now, and you see a lot of more business going on, way more factories and stuff. This is really a densely populated country these days. Or not even densely, also quite busy. You see all the factories, all the farms. Pretty. Mines. Alright, we have the floating harbor unlocked. By keeping a dock at a constant level along a tidal waterway, ships can more quickly dock and transfer goods without having to consider relative changes between the waterway levels and docks. Yeah, okay, we can build higher level of our harbors, or ports, which is not relevant right now. Let's still go over our country here in Sapporo, in Hokkaido, and here in Sakhalin. The density of population is not that great as expected. Here in Shenzhen, around Mukden, also of course not that much, but yeah, we are using the Chinese provinces mainly, also not as industrial but more as a farmland area, as we see here the dye plantations being constructed. Yeah. And our deficit is rising and rising. Let's hope our economical growth can keep up on the long term with that. Or actually in the short or mid term, so we don't have to really save money anywhere and increase our taxes further. Aha, the Spanish rivaled us. Okay. The gamble. Koichiro Katsura, leader of the Zaibatsu, has been openly preaching about the benefits that mysterious and secret political gamble can bring to our government. When asked for details, he smiles coyly, refusing to elaborate. Koichiro Katsura has always had a taste for adventure and suspiciously tall hats. His closest friends don't seem to pay attention to these dangerous qualities, but the most respectable gentlemen have voiced their concerns in a mildly passive-aggressive manner. Nobody would ever doubt a sterling citizen like myself, don't you think? How bad can it be? What an utterly ludicrous idea. Ooh, who is he? Do we like him? Reckless alcoholic? A reckless alcoholic, okay. Really reserved. Masterful diplomat. I think we won't support this gamble of this wild man over here. Nope. It's okay. The popularity can get lower with him. That's okay for me, because the Zaibatsu is at almost 50% influence, pretty strong so far, so I think this is fine. But what I've been thinking about, especially since we're like in the 90s already, we could think about going to a wealth voting right at some point. Yeah, but the Haimin don't like it, and at the moment there's actually no real... We get less authority. Of course, we get different political strength situation, so other people get in there. Actually, I think if there's no real demand in here, I think if there's some fraction or like some people, how do you call it again? These interest groups or what comes up, pops up here, these demands. If somebody wants a wealth voting system, I think nowadays we're getting more and more closer to that this could be enacted. However, from my side, there's no reason to do it quickly. I think we can keep the oligarchy for a while, so this is okay. Oh, and the Ripper murder at large completed. Left in irons. The killer known as the Sendai Ripper, who has long plagued the state of Tohoku, has finally been arrested. Fantastic. Shockingly, these horrific crimes were committed by none other than Tsugumichi Makino, a general. Oh my god. The inspector grips his walking stick fiercely. He hardly smiles. The face of the culprit is dimly lit by the cell light. From this distance, he resembles one of the inspector's childhood friends, his cousins, every other policeman. He doesn't even lift his head, and when they serve him some bland porridge, it is over now. The inspector can't take his eyes off the man. The light flickers. Somebody has already told the press. The office is filled with voices. The killer mutters something. He hardly smiles. We got the bastard. The secret must go to our guys. Now we got the bastard. We're gonna be open about this one. So yeah, absolutely. Which brings us to a positive authority suddenly. Yoo-hoo. Rivalry is over. Ah yeah, and we got rivaled by Spain, right? I mean... wait a second. What is happening here in Europe? Spain is at war with France? Over what? Treaty port in Egypt. Alright, and the Spanish sided with the Egyptians, alright, whysoever. Spain over here, Spain is quite active, took Libya also. And Austro-Hungary took parts of Madagascar. Wow, kind of wild stuff going on. Spain, I mean, to be honest, with one eye we're looking at the Spanish Philippines, and if they rival us, I think we're gonna do this as well, then have fun. We can use the extra influence to... Yeah, we want to improve here with Korea a little bit, since before they get too rebellious. And can I somehow... get them into something over here? How much is bankrolling? I can't afford bankrolling right now. This would be the best idea to get a hook or an obligation, I mean. But we could get Siam in a trade agreement. I don't know if this is so nice. We could get Burma in a defensive pact. That's actually quite interesting. Maybe, I mean... I don't know if this will maybe also improve with India. I don't know if this will destroy our relations with the British, but so far I haven't seen any moves of them so far. And let's do the defensive pact with the Burmese, I think, and they got their obligation. I think they can't do too much about it. So we're gonna expand our influence a little bit over here, and by the defensive pact we protect them also from, yeah, British or Chinese expansion over here, I think. I don't know if we're... And also it will improve slowly our relations, so maybe we'll get them in the customs union like this. Burmese market is not adjacent to ours, alright. And Luang Prabang is a tributary of... Okay. Yeah, well, we'll see if this goes, if we can get rid of this and basically make them part of our market here as well in our diplomatic Southeast Asia expansion. In the meantime, we got political agitation unlocked. By taking to the streets, political agitators rile people up, encouraging them to take political action at the first possible moment. More authority, more expected standard of living, okay. And bolstered impact of interest group attraction. Okay. But it's not like we just got this unlocked. What we are actually researching is at the moment is the war propaganda, alright? And anyways, with this political agitation and the capture of what was it, the Sendai Ripper, I think this was a good moment to end this episode. Yeah, let's see where we keep going. We do have again, oh, this turn went pretty quickly, a reputable reputation right now. So we might go for some action in China soon, at least for Taiwan or Manchuria. Let's see where this is leading us, or when we do this. Apart from this, you saw we keep on going with a more diplomatic way of expansion, and we need to also improve our economy once again in order to hopefully lower our deficit, which we're doing right now again. Anyways, let me know what you think, and see you in the next episode. Leave me a like and a subscription if you haven't yet. It helps the channel a lot and doesn't take any effort for you guys. So thank you very much for this, and then see you next episode. Bye, your Strategy Wolf.